Hello, we are back in my car for another video on motherhood, and that is because my daughter is sleeping and I don't want to wake her up, but I really need to try to record as much as I can right now, so let's get into it. I realized that I made several lists, so I'll make several videos, but we're going to do one list in particular today, and that one is pregnancy advice. So I just wrote a list of little things I wanted to remember for next pregnancy, so I thought I would share them with you. And number one was to get maternity leggings, or just like super stretchy things that your belly can really like grow in, because jeans were hurting and it was my first pregnancy, so I thought I was like getting a belly from a baby bump, but it was just bloating. So if this is your first pregnancy, just know, don't have any shame in getting maternity leggings. Number two is advice that I actually got from a much older friend that I have. And she said when she was pregnant many, many years ago, that before she would even move, like she had these saltine crackers beside her bed. She did not move until she ate, like this is all she did. She moved her arm and ate a saltine cracker, and after it like went down, had a minute, then she would start to move and get up and move on through her day, and it really worked really well for her. Eat a cracker, especially a saltine cracker in particular, before you even move. Something super interesting that I never came across in any of like the motherhood things I watched on YouTube or read on blogs and thousands of things that I went through, as a first-time mom. I never ever saw it. But my doctor told me that drinking plain water, and as much as I was drinking, was probably contributing to the morning sickness. She said the best thing to do is like flavor your water in any way that you can fathom flavor-wise at that point in the pregnancy. So she really encouraged me to put like some fruit in my water, or she even said apple juice is something that's really good for pregnant women, and people are pregnant. A lot of pregnant women actually crave it. My next piece of advice is to take as many walks as you can, because it really prepares your body. All of pregnancy is physical, really. It's a big ordeal on your body. But at the end, and the labor is definitely like the finish line, the hardest part of it. So you really need to help prepare your body. Going on walks is the best thing you can do while you're pregnant. I mean, better than almost anything else. It really prepares your body for labor. I genuinely think the reason I had such a good labor was at least partly contributed to how much effort I did put into walking as much as I could while I was pregnant. One thing that I did to really keep up with my walking is we actually had a treadmill. We were gifted a treadmill, so we were super lucky. I know that's really not a common thing for most people, but I would walk on my treadmill and use that time to watch YouTube that I like to keep up with, a lot of parenting channels and labor and delivery advice, and just everything baby was a part of my life at that time. Talking about YouTube, I really recommend the channel of Sarah Levon. She's like in charge of something called Bundle Birth, which you can look into that too. But I think her YouTube offers so much that it was enough for me at that time in my life, at least. So look up Sarah Levon. She really prepared me for labor, delivery, and some things throughout pregnancy, and I just love her material. It's great. Some things are a little TMI, but a lot of things in pregnancy and birth is just TMI, and that's just how it is. So keep that in mind. And then go and try and find a family that you really admire, or more so just like a mom and how she does things. And I really think that we learn the best through example. So just simply watching her content will encourage you as a mother when you become one, because you'll naturally maybe do some things that she did that you liked. So find a mother that you like how she reacts to hard situations she might show on her channel, or just daily life, and you like how she does that with her kids. So Hallie is officially up, so we are gonna go inside, and I will perhaps try to finish this video with her. We're back at it again. Should have said this earlier when I was talking about the maternity pants that you should go ahead and get early on because of bloating, but I didn't. I'm telling you now. You should also get a nursing bra, so like the clasp, that you can pull down to nurse, because you will grow, not only in your belly but also up here, because you actually will be creating milk early on in your pregnancy. It starts almost immediately, I've heard. In your pregnancy, it starts almost immediately, I've heard. You don't want to buy like this big normal bra, because you won't really wear it long enough and you can't use it really when you're nursing. So I would go for a nursing bra. Next is to take used stuff. So I got so many used things that were still in pretty good shape, and I am so thankful, because baby stuff is so expensive when you're starting from nothing. So take used things, because a lot of those sizes they won't be wearing very long anyways. And you know, used stuff is still just as nice a lot of the time. It's just new to you. But I will say we got a used car seat, or were given one, and I found out that they have an expiration date. Make sure that you check expiration dates on baby equipment, because there is such a thing. And also you might want to go ahead and just check to see if there were any recalls on that equipment, because some parents can have things and not realize. If you think something is wrong in your pregnancy, you feel like something is not normal, or you should contact your doctor about it, definitely do it. Just know in the moment that that actually is a sign that things are going well. Next is this thing right here. It is a massager. I use this for back pain and shoulder and neck pain, and it's totally safe. I, as a first-time mom, thank you, was super nervous that like it would mess something up or just be not good, and it's totally safe and fine. We are getting to the end. This is just my notes.
Notes.
Yeah. So next on my list, I have written down to not expect people to get you what you have put on your registry if you are a first-time mom. Of course, you will get some of those things, but a lot of time people think they know better of what you need or want, and sometimes they do, but it's just frustrating. You put all that work into your registry and you don't get what you think you would have gotten. There are big equipment purchases, which is mainly what a registry would be for. Really like emphasize to your parents, in-laws, your siblings, your best friends, like, I want you to get this, or I just really need this. And that way you know you'll be getting those items. And then the rest is like, if I don't get it, if I really want it, I'll purchase it. If not, it'll be okay. The last thing I want to share on my list that I made throughout my pregnancy was that during your labor, like during the intense parts, the number one thing you need to have as your goal is to stay calm and to listen to the directions and advice of your nurses and your doctors. One example is that when I was getting into the really bad part of labor, like it was just starting to become pretty bad, they suggested to take a shower, because the hydrotherapy really does help, and it really does. But I told them, I was like, I just don't see how that would help. I just didn't believe it. And yeah, I was wrong. So just take their advice and stay calm. And Hallie says bye. Can you look at the camera and say bye?
Bye.
Say see ya.
See ya.
Say thanks for listening. Thank you. Well, I really hope this helps you, whoever you are listening, and I will see you next time.